When was the last time you treated the outdoors like your own playground? In this episode, I'm showing you how to take your practice off the mat and into nature. Think sunsets, lakeside views, therapeutic water practices, and pure relaxation. Let's get outside and let's get started. Welcome to the Youthful Older Yogi podcast. I'm MJ Waddell, your host and founder of Share Yoga. I've been teaching, practicing, and loving yoga for nearly 30 years. I'm an advocate of movement, creativity, and staying healthy in mind and body after 50. It's never too late to start, and there's a lot of healthy years ahead. So let's start now. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Youthful Older Yogi. I'm your host, MJ Waddell, the creator and founder of Share Yoga, and the host for the Youthful Older Yogi. I've entitled this episode, The Summer Yoga Playground. So I am filming up in my hometown around Fairport, New York, which is a suburb of Rochester. And I have this beautiful setting behind me, and I'm in a swinging chair. So if you're watching on YouTube, I hope you don't get dizzy, and I hope I don't roll around and fall out. So right now we're just actually today is the first day of summer, June 21st. So I'm filming this on the longest day of the year with sunlight. And it's, again, my favorite time. So, and if you're like me, you just want to soak up every single second of the season. And so lately I've been thinking about how we can take our practice off the mat and the traditional studio floor and treat summer as if it's our outdoor playground. So, when you're outside, all your senses open up and it's fun to play and experiment. And there's no rule that says yoga has to be done inside under four walls. So today I want to share three completely different ways you can immerse yourself in nature, sound, and water right now in the summer. So I'm up here and I'm doing new things, new experiences. And I just attended my very first sound bath with the amazing Lisa Frericks. And some of you might remember Lisa was a guest previously about a year ago, and I will link her episode to the show notes. And if you missed that and you want to review it, it's really, she talks about the healing sounds and vibrations. So when I walked into the space, Lisa reminded me of a member of the symphony orchestra, specifically the percussion section. She was surrounded by this beautiful array of instruments, many that don't even look like instruments, singing bowls, wooden flutes, round ocean drums, a massive gong, and many other unidentifiable instruments. And they all came together to create this symphony of sound. And what was so fascinating to me was how the vibrations moved through my body. Some of the sounds felt really deeply relaxing, and while other frequencies felt energizing. And she just set us up in two different restorative poses, which were yummy on their own. So you just kind of sink into that supportive, restorative pose. And then add on the sound, the vibrations, her soothing guidance, and a few beautiful anecdotes. And time just went so quickly. And honestly, I'm still thinking about it. So if you've never tried a sound bath, I highly recommend it. If you're in the Rochester area, please look up Lisa Frericks. And remember, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to have a single day of yoga experience. All you have to do is show up, lay down, and open your senses to the listening and feeling. It's really, really a wonderful experience. So even if you're not in the Rochester area, I'm sure there's sound baths wherever you are. Okay. Now, if you want to take your mat directly outside into the elements, my second suggestion is to try an outdoor park or a beach. I've been doing exactly this since I've been here with my very good friend, Heidi Croft. She's also been on the podcast. I think it was the second episode. So she also is an assistant to Judith Lassiter, which she's really, really well experienced in restorative, but she teaches in the summertime right on Lake Ontario, Sunset Yoga. It's just so beautiful. So the setup is stunning. You're up on a bit of a hill surrounded by beautiful trees in full bloom. And right down below, stretching out in front of you, is the lake. And she holds this class during the hour right before sunset. And it's a magnificent experience. It completely awakens your senses to everything above you, below you, around you. And also, you never quite know what the weather is going to be. So, one week the sunset is flawless and without a single cloud in the sky. And then, like last session, it was cloudy and cool and overcast. And yet, it was another wonderful grounding experience. You never know, being on Lake Ontario, it's that lake effect. But my invitation to you is to take your mat out into the lawn, onto the sand, wherever you feel surrounded by nature, and just see what happens. Give yourself this chance to experiment and play. Just play outdoors like you did when you were a kid in the summer. If you are from the Northeast or anywhere that has really harsh winters, summers are like the most anticipated season because they're short. And so everyone gets outside and really enjoys it. Okay, and then the next one I want to talk about is water shavasana and floating meditation. Taking your practice directly into the water. And for a lot of us who are in those prime time years, water is like the ultimate therapeutic space because it takes all the pressure off the joints and supports our weight completely. And now not everyone may not have access to a pool, or this works beautifully in a calm lake, a quiet bay, or anywhere that's safe, a safe, still body of water. So please, safety first. Make sure you're not alone. Make sure you have the right flotation devices around you, okay? But in a pool, you can just do simple standing movements, meditations, floating shavasana, which I'm going to talk to you in a second about. And also check out Krista Fairbrother's episode. I'm again going to link this in the show notes. I certified with Krista Fairbrother for aqua yoga a couple summers ago. I was fortunate to take her course, and she's recognized as one of the leading experts on aqua yoga for all types of conditions. Please check out her website. I'll link it in the show notes. So if you want the ultimate relaxation, I want to introduce you to water shavasana. So this is how you do it. I hope I can explain it. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll see a picture or two of what I'm talking about with pool noodles. All you need is 2 noodles, or even 1, because there's a way you can do it with your legs up on the side of the pool and just having a noodle behind your low back underneath your arms to support you that way. But 2 noodles if you're out in the middle of the pool. I use 4 noodles. I'm going to tell you each way. So 1 goes under your head and neck if you're using 2. 1 goes under your head and neck to keep your face safely above the water, and the other goes right under your knees or your low back, just depending. And there's thinner pool noodles and larger pool noodles. Say that 3 times fast. And if you have the larger ones, they create more buoyancy. So those are the 2, 1 under the neck, 1 under the low back or the knees, and then you just let go. You let the water hold you entirely. And then more noodles means more support. So you can add a noodle under your ankles and 1 under your low back if it's under the knees. So you have 1 behind your neck, 1 under the low back, 1 under the knees, 1 under the ankles. And then your ears will dip just below the surface, which beautifully softens the sounds of the outside world. And if you're adverse to that, you can always put in your earplugs, your water earplugs, not your earbuds, unless they're waterproof. And then you just focus purely on a deep exhale and really let go, and you float effortlessly. You can look up at the sky or the canopy of trees above you or whatever is surrounding you, and you just allow yourself to feel the gentle rhythm of the water against your skin. It's really a stunning sensory opening meditation. And if you have kids, you can also help them with just learning to calm down. Of course, you always want to supervise. Please don't do any of this and just tell your kids to take a noodle and go float. Okay. And again, if you want to see exactly what this looks like, head over to my YouTube channel for this episode, and I'm posting some great pictures of how to set up the pool noodles so you can try this yourself. Okay, so those are the three experiences I wanted to talk to you about today. And then I also want to remind you of my upcoming workshops and my fall retreat. So I'm filming this June 21st. It will come out June 27th or 8th on a Saturday. I'm not sure. 27th will be Saturday. So if you're in the upstate New York area, please check out my three workshops and join me. They're at Penfield Yoga Therapy. Thank you so much to Caitlin Vitozzi for hosting this and making it possible. And space is strictly limited to 10 people per workshop. So you'll want to secure your spot today. So here's what we're diving into. The first one on July 11th, that's a Saturday, July 11th, it's teacher cues. And this is primarily for yoga teachers, just who want to evolve their language, find new inspiration, and how to guide students to actually feel and embody the cues you're sharing. It's completely fun, interactive. You'll go away with some great tools, and hopefully you'll be chomping at the bit to teach again, and what you've learned and share what you've learned. Okay, the second one is meditation made easy for skeptics and beginners and the curious. And if you think you can't sit still, this is for you. We're just going to explore 4 to 5 different meditation techniques. They're short, they're interactive, and we aren't just going to sit there for 3 hours. It's really designed to help you find the exact techniques that resonate with your life. And the third one I'm excited about, the art of breathing. This is a brand new workshop. I've just spent the past year studying with Jason Crandall and on techniques, pranayama techniques. And this class is for everyone. If anyone breathes, you can come to this class. No mat work, no chanting Om, just very simple, easy, doable breathing techniques that you can weave into your daily routine and help manage the stresses of everyday life. I'm telling you, I can't wait to teach this, so don't hesitate. Looking a bit further, registration is open for my second year of my retreat called Nurture and Nourish. And this is happening September 29th through October 3rd, 2026, on the beautiful, lush coastal destination of Bald Head Island, North Carolina. And now let me clarify, this is not a typical yoga boot camp type of retreat. It's exactly what it sounds like, nurture and nourish. It's a space to nurture and nourish yourself. We will have mindful movement and meditation available in the morning and evening at different spots around the island, but everything is optional. You do not have to participate if you don't want to. No yoga experience is required. This is really a chance to unplug, reset. You take a ferry over, you leave the mainland behind. And the beautiful thing is everything is included, breakfast buffet, our community dinner, and our wonderful nutritionist and lifestyle coach, Terry Orr, is handling everything, all the cooking, serving up these healthy, delicious, nutritious meals so you don't have to lift a finger. The rest of the time you choose how to nourish yourself, whether that's joining in movement or jumping in a golf cart and exploring the island or heading to the beach to put your toes in the sand or visiting the Turtle Conservancy or other, they have all the amenities there on the island. You can get a massage, you could get a pedicure, you could do whatever you want. So only a few spaces left. So click the link in the show notes to grab yours. Okay. And you go to, you can't register. You have to talk to me first because we want to make sure it's a good fit. So you'll go to my website, shareyogawithmj.com, shareyogawithmj.com. You'll see event series. That's where the series for the 3 workshops are. And then on the homepage, the Nurture and Nourish Retreat pops right up. So whether you're lying down in a room full of singing bowls or you're outside enjoying a beautiful sunset, taking your mat out on the lawn or the sand or a grassy hill, or you're just floating effortlessly on a pool noodle, just let the earth support you this week and step off the traditional mat and bring a sense of play, a playground, an outside playground to your yoga practice. Just enjoy it. And until next time, keep moving, keep breathing, get out there, grab the summer, and until we meet again, keep sharing yoga. Namaste. Thank you so much for listening. Now you can go to my show notes on YouTube or Buzzsprout and send me a voicemail or email. I'd love to hear what topics you'd like me to speak about, what your thoughts are on the episodes, and maybe I'll share your message on a future episode. Please subscribe to my website, shareyogawithmj.com, so you can receive my newsletters and be first to know about my retreats, workshops, courses, and freebies. If you navigate on social media, you can find me mostly on Facebook and a bit on Instagram at Mary Jane Waddell. That's Jane with a Y, Jayne. This podcast would not be possible without the help of my editor, Dan Jones from Cocoa Beach Productions. You can find Dan at cocoabeachweb.com. And of course, thanks to my generous guests who share their time, insights, and youthful wisdom. Remember, the Youthful Older Yogi podcast is presented solely for educational, inspirational, and entertainment purposes. It is not intended as a substitute for a physician or other qualified professionals. Okay, yogis, stay well, stay youthful, and keep sharing yoga.